Building a private label brand can be fun and exciting. It's an opportunity to get creative and turn your vision into reality. It's also a fantastic way to create an additional source of income where the sky is the limit. Rather than driving Ubers or delivering food, where you're always going to be trading your time for money, building an e-commerce business is accessible to almost anyone, and it's never been easier to get started from the comfort of your own home. 7 years ago, I was in a similar position as you, looking for a way out of my 9-to-5 so that I could experience more freedom and fulfillment in my life. I discovered private labeling and took massive action, and a couple years later was able to quit my job and become a multi-millionaire thanks to the online brand I created. Hey everyone, I'm Tatiana, and today's video I'll be sharing with you 7 tips on how to build a private label brand from scratch. These tips are coming from my personal experience building a 7-figure e-commerce brand from the ground up. You're not going to want to miss this video if you're considering starting or have already started building an e-commerce brand, especially if you have no prior business experience. Now, before we get started, let me ask you this. What was the first thing you did when you decided you wanted to build an e-commerce brand? Did you start browsing products and trying to figure out what products you want to sell? Well, if so, you've already made the first mistake. While we will be covering sourcing in this video, you'll notice how there are many things to consider and strategize before it's time to look for products and manufacturers. Now, there are a few different ways you can go about building a brand. The simplest and most affordable way is to private label or white label products. All this means is that you are not inventing or creating anything new. You're sourcing products that already exist on the market, finding the manufacturers, and placing your logo, branding, packaging on the product. For example, when you're at the grocery store and you see several brands of salt, they all have different packaging, but oftentimes the manufacturers are the same. The salt comes from the same place. The buyers don't know that, but that's usually how it works. And on Amazon, you might see a number of identical products for sale, and there's a high likelihood that although they are different brands, those products are sourced from the same manufacturer. Later in this video, I'll be sharing with you how to source products from all over the world. But let's get started with tip number 1. Brainstorm your brand identity. What do you want your brand to be about? Start by looking at what your own personal passions or interests are. What are you excited about? You can make money in almost any industry, so choose a niche that interests you and you'll actually enjoy all the time you spend working on your business. So are you interested in photography, hiking, travel, sports, cooking, dog training, languages? These are all niches that you can build an e-commerce brand in. Now, if nothing comes up for you, is there a product in your household that you absolutely love and cannot live without? Is there a product that you would buy for your family and friends because you've benefited from it so much and you want to share it with others? Perhaps that is a product you could source, and you can start there. So now it's time to take your research to Amazon. Go to the Amazon website and look at all the different product categories. You see, when you sell on Amazon, your product that you sell will fall under any of those categories. So make a list of your top 3 categories, the ones that resonate with you most. When you know what category you'd like to sell in, you can get more clarity on what products would fall under that category and browse products to get ideas. And finally, you must ask yourself, what kind of experience do I want for my customers? What kind of experience do I want to create for them? Building a successful brand is all about the customer's experience. Just think about it. What makes a Louis Vuitton purse more valuable than a purse you can buy at any department store? They both serve the same purpose, and they arguably could be of similar quality. It's the brand, and the brand is nothing without the customer's experience. When you shop at a high-end designer store, you are offered refreshments. There's an associate who will stay and help you to shop, your personal shopper. Your purchase is wrapped in a beautiful box and a status-elevating bag that you don't want to throw away. And it's all part of the experience that you simply won't get when you shop at a department store. So how do you want your future customers to feel when they buy and receive your product? Do you want to give them a luxury experience, or is your brand more laid back and casual? Is your tone friendly and informal, or professional and formal? Whatever you decide, it's important to remain consistent and allow the brand tonality to portray through your marketing and brand assets. Number 2, define your target audience before you start creating. The key to failure in business is trying to satisfy everyone. Knowing your target audience implies that not everyone is your ideal customer, and that's a good thing. There are many brands selling exercise balls on Amazon. For some, their target audience are people with back pain. For others, their target audience are pregnant women. And for others, they are fitness enthusiasts. So they're all selling the same product, but their marketing is geared towards their target audience and therefore appealing to different people with different goals. Once you've decided on your product, you'll need to do some research to determine who will be your customer demographic. Are they men, women? What age group? What occupation? What are their goals, etc.? Your brand should be tailored to them, articulating how your products helps them achieve their goals. Now, once you're crystal clear on who your audience is, you can come up with your branding, your logo, your brand colors, marketing strategy, all of that stuff. Number 3, see your competitors as your mentors. The fastest way to learn something is not by trial and error. It's by finding those who've already achieved success and modeling them. So identify who your competition is. In this case, it would be the top sellers for the particular product you are going to be sourcing on Amazon. Now, they've paved the road for you. You'd be foolish not to learn from them. So obsessively follow them, buy their products, take note of their product packaging, inserts, and quality of their products. Opt into their mailing list and observe the promotional offers that they send you via email. Follow them on social media and identify what is their brand tone and their style. How often do they post? Do they have any funnels set up? How are they driving traffic to their Amazon listing? Who is their target audience? How do they position their products? What is their unique selling proposition? What do their best and worst reviews say? And this is an excellent way to discover how you could improve the product with direct customer feedback. What kind of marketing are they doing? How are they handling customer support? There's so much you can learn from your competitors. They can actually become your mentors. Number 4, define your unique selling proposition. Why is someone going to buy from you versus buying from another more established brand? You've got to give people a reason to buy your product. This could be one or multiple things, such as unique product modifications, higher quality product design, branding, social media influence, different target audience, different marketing strategy, really great return policy, really great warranty, free bonus or free product, a special community like a Facebook group, certain tone that you have like a humorous copy or branding. These are all things to consider. Number 5, plan your marketing strategy. The product you sell isn't as important as the marketing strategy you set in place. After all, you could have the most amazing product in the world, but if you don't market the product, then nobody will ever have the opportunity to buy it. Sometimes marketing can feel foreign and overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you from my own experience, you only need 1 or 2 solid marketing strategies to be effective. You don't need to do it all. So what strategy you decide on will have to be determined by who your target audience is. So for example, if you decide to launch a product in the fitness niche, then you might decide to put your efforts into Instagram marketing, as you know that your target audience is spending a lot of time on Instagram and they're following fitness influencers on that platform. So you could learn about Instagram paid ads and Instagram influencer marketing. But if your target audience are, for example, busy entrepreneurs, then you may consider marketing on podcasts. Podcasts are oftentimes listened to by people who are on the go, trying to use their net time to learn new things. The point is, who your target audience is will determine how and where you will be marketing your products. Number 6, sourcing your products. You can source your products from anywhere in the world, but global sourcing is complex to do because normally it requires a lot of expertise. That's why my favorite place to find reputable manufacturers is from Alibaba.com. They host nearly 200 million products from over 200,000 global suppliers. And over the last several years, I've been sourcing products for my brand exclusively through Alibaba.com. By believing in efficiency, Alibaba.com upgrades its digitized sourcing tools for online retailers to achieve more success with less effort. They're more than just a marketplace, and what I love about them is that they have a really easy to use website and mobile app with awesome filters that help make finding products easy and efficient. Nowadays, building a brand has fewer barriers of entry than it did in the past. It used to be hard to turn good ideas into business because the cost of customization was high and minimum order quantity was also very high, making it challenging for the average person to start a business. But on Alibaba.com, the suppliers have very flexible customization options, and they typically have low minimum order quantities in ready-to-ship categories. Now, I also love that not only can I find suppliers on Alibaba.com and communicate with them there, but I can also pay for my purchase order through their program called Trade Assurance, which offers me a level of order protection so that I can have peace of mind. They also have logistics partners so that I don't have to worry about managing the shipment of my order. And finally, I really love that they have visual sourcing tools like online trade shows and live videos, so that even though I can't see the products in person, I can still see the product in 3D to give me a much better perspective on how the product looks and functions. Today's episode sponsor is Alibaba.com, and they are in the middle of the Super September event. It's one of Alibaba's twice-a-year promotional periods where brands can stock up on inventory ahead of the holidays and try out new services on their platform at the lowest prices of the year. This year, this includes discounted rates on newly launched dropshipping and DDP solutions. You can save up to 40% off across 34 categories, up to 30% off on DDD products with door-to-door service with fixed price and no unexpected fees, at least 10% off dropshipping products, and at least 10% off holiday products. Spend less, sell more, that's business. So it's one of the best times to source products because you can save a lot of money and stock up for the upcoming holiday season. So right now I'm going to hop behind my computer to show you how the Super September event looks on Alibaba.com. All right, everyone, I'm on Alibaba.com's website. As you can see here, it is Super September from September 1st to 30th. You can get up to 40% off online on-time delivery. And over here you can see that there's shipping discounts. You can get up to 30% off on delivery duty paid items. Top ranking suppliers you can sort through to find the best suppliers. And you can even find, for example, certain items that don't have an MOQ, which stands for minimum order quantity. So you can order a really small amount of inventory to get started. So there's a lot of great stuff on for the Super September. And what I love about Alibaba is just how you can filter through things. You know, you don't have to spend hours and hours browsing. They've got a really great filtration system. So you can say, for example, if I want to source a iPhone case. Well, in this case over here, I can use all of these different filters. So I could say I only want to view suppliers that have trade assurance, which means that I'll get a certain insurance from Alibaba when I place my order via Alibaba.com and use their trade assurance. I could also select verified suppliers, which means that they've been verified by a third party. I can also put my certain price. I can say where I want the supplier to be coming from. I can put any certificates that I want to make sure that they have, or certain product certificates. So it really allows you to filter through maybe some suppliers that just don't have a lot of experience, or certain prices that you are looking for, and helps you find the best one. So if we click here, we can see that this one is part of the Super September. up to $20 off on shipping fees, on-time delivery guarantee, which is great. So this is just one example of the discount and the special offer that you'll get during this time. You can also see certain trending items. You can browse for the Super September deals by category. So if I want to do, for example, trending beauty items, I can see here what's hot right now and what's on sale. There's also this section here called Ready to Ship. So these are items that these suppliers have low MOQ. They have fast dispatch, so you can get them really promptly. This is great if you're trying to stock up for the holidays and maybe you don't have that much time, maybe you weren't prepared. Finding suppliers that are listed here. So if we want to do low MOQ, 50 or less units, you could click here and you could find products that you can source. You don't have to buy 500 units. You can buy 50 or less, in many cases just one piece. You do pay more per unit, but that's just, you're still getting massive savings when you're ordering from the manufacturer directly. You can also source for manufacturers that have fast dispatch options. So 7-day dispatch, on-time dispatch guarantee. So this is one of the best, most efficient ways to find the manufacturers, is knowing what it is that you want and then using the filters to find them. So my recommendation is to discover the world of sourcing on Alibaba.com by visiting TatianaJames.com/Alibaba or click the link in the description box of this video. And the final tip on building a brand is get out there and hustle. It's really all about the hustle during the startup phase of your brand or business. Exposure is everything, and that's why it's important to get your products listed on Amazon or your website and start marketing straight away. You could collaborate with social media influencers to reach a wider audience and more targeted audience. You could also send your products to family and friends to ask for their input and constructive feedback. You can promote your products locally at trade shows or local markets to build brand awareness and create content that you can actually post on social media. You could schedule photo shoots and video shoots to create new brand assets and promotional videos. This is the stage of the grind, and it means you are working hard to ensure that during the launch period, your brand can develop wings to fly. This is where all the studying of your competitors pays off. They've paved the path, and all you have to do is follow it. So I hope you enjoyed these 7 tips on building a brand from scratch. If you want to learn more about the tactics and specific strategies, check out my other videos on this channel. Don't forget to click the link in the description to check out Alibaba.com. It's the most popular place to source products and find quality manufacturers. The Super September event is on right now, so it's a great time to start placing orders and stock up for the rest of the year. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.